Hi, my dear students. Good morning to all. Welcome back to Maths online class. How are you all? Hope all are safe and healthy at home. So, we can enter to today's session. Let's see what is today's topic. Today, we can discuss on congruence of triangles. When we can say two triangles are congruent. In the previous class, we discussed when two line segments and two angles are congruent. When is it? When the length of two line segments are equal, that two line segments will be congruent. Similarly, when the angle measures are equal, that two angles will be congruent. You know, a triangle is made up of line segments, three line segments, isn't it? And also it have three angles. So, let us see how can we say the congruence of triangles. Here we have two triangles, isn't it? The length of each side is given. The length of here is what? 4 centimeter. Similarly, in this triangle also the length is 4 centimeter. Now what about this side? Here it is 3.5 centimeter. Here also 3.5 centimeter. Here 4.5 centimeter. Here also 4.5 centimeter. So in short, we can say in these two triangles, the corresponding three sides are equal. That means this side is equal to this side is equal to this side, and this side is equal to this side. So that is about the sides. Now let us discuss on the angles. Here angle A and angle P are same, isn't it? They have same color, which means they are equal. Similarly, angle B and angle Q are same, means equal. Angle C and angle R are equal. So, we got the three sides are equal and the three angles are equal. So, what we can say? From the two triangles, we got the three sides and the three angles are equal. Which are that? AB equal to PQ, AC equal to PR, BC equal to QR. That corresponding sides should be same. Now, angle A equal to angle P, angle B equal to angle Q, and angle C equal to angle R. Then we can say that these two triangles are congruent. That means if I keep triangle ABC on PQR, the two triangles will be coinciding. That means the A will be on P, B will be coming on Q, and C will be on R. If you're getting a such relation, then we can say the two triangles are congruent. So the relation congruent we denote by this symbol, an equal to and a zigzag sign. That is the relation of, that is how we are writing congruence relation. So, if two triangles are congruent under a given correspondence, then their corresponding parts are equal. This given correspondence means here we have written the triangle ABC and PQR. That correspondence means A corresponds to P, B corresponds to Q, C corresponds to R. That corresponding should be correct. That correspondence should be given clearly. Similarly, AB corresponds to PQ, AC corresponds to PR, BC corresponds to QR. So, when we are writing that triangles ABC and PQR, that correspondence should be clearly mentioned. So, two triangles are congruent means their corresponding parts are equal. What are these corresponding parts? Corresponding vertices, corresponding sides, and corresponding angles. So, when two triangles are congruent, their corresponding sides. That means the triangle will be having three sides. The three sides will be equal. The three angles will be equal. That about the vertices we are not saying because we are not bothering about the vertices. Only sides and angles we are considering. So when two triangles are congruent, the corresponding parts. What are the corresponding parts? Corresponding sides and corresponding angles will always be equal. Consider these two triangles. Which are the triangle? XYZ RST. So here what they have marked with colors that sides are equal. That means here we have purple color, here also we have pink color. So that two sides are equal. What is it? XZ and RT. Now here we have green color, here also we have green color. So YZ is equal to ST. Now XY is also equal to RS. So the three sides are equal. Now you know this is what type of triangle? Right triangle. So this is 90 degree and the other two angles are equal. So what are that? XY equal to RS. What is XY? XY is equal to RS. Then YZ is equal to ST. Which is YZ? YZ is equal to ST. Then XZ is equal to RT. Which is XZ? XZ is equal to RT. That are the three sides. Now when you are saying about the angles, for angle Y, angle S, then angle X and angle R, then angle Z and angle T. So then if you are getting as such a correspondence, then we can say the two triangles are congruent. Now see this triangle. Here two triangles are given. What are they? A, B, C and D, E, F. They are given under the correspondence A, B, C and D, E, F. Now from that name itself you can A, B and D, E. Where is A, B? A, B, D, E. Their two are equal. Next B, C and E, F. Where is B, C? This is B, C. This is E, F. So that is also equal. Then A, C. Here D, F. This is AC, here DF. So the three sides are from the figure itself they have given it is equal. See, this side and this side are equal. That is the meaning of this marking. Next, this side and this side are equal. That is the meaning of this marking. And this side is also equal. If they are marking like this means it indicates that sides are similar or equal. So the side equal to BC will be EF and the side equal to AB will be DE and to AC is DF. So we can say these two triangles are congruent. Also they have given the angles are equal. This angle and this angle equal. Here two lines are there. So this is C and F are equal. Then B and E are equal. This is the way they are using for denoting equal angles and equal sides. Now one question we can solve. If triangle ABC congruent to triangle FED, I said this is a symbol for writing congruence. An equation mark. This is one equal sign and above one zigzag sign. So this is the sign for congruence sign. We are usually noting by this sign. So triangle ABC congruent to triangle FED. Under the correspondence, ABC corresponds to FED. This is the given correspondence. ABC corresponds to FED. Write all the corresponding congruent parts of the triangle. So I said if two triangles are congruent, we get 6 corresponding parts. Which are the 6 corresponding parts? 3 corresponding angles and 3 corresponding sides. These are the 6 corresponding parts. So which all are the corresponding parts we can see. Given triangle ABC congruent to triangle FED, under the correspondence ABC to FED, isn't it? So when we are writing the corresponding sides, here we are taking first AB means the corresponding side is what? FE. So AB equal to FE. Next we are taking BC. Then take the next here ED. So BC equal to ED. Next A and C we are taking, isn't it? Similarly here F and D. So AC equal to FD. So we got the three corresponding sides. Next what we have to take? Three angles. Here corresponding to A what? F. So angle A equal to F. Corresponding to B, E. So angle B is equal to E. And corresponding to C, D. So the angle C is equal to T. In this way you have to write the corresponding parts. If the correspondence I have given, you have to write the corresponding parts accordingly. Never write AB equal to ED. No, that is wrong. AB is always equal to which side? FE. That in that relation the two triangles are congruent. That relation only exists. So when you are writing the congruence relation, that corresponding parts should be according to the corresponding parts itself. So here AB, FE, BC, ED, then AC, FD. Similarly, angles also corresponding to A what? F, corresponding to B, E, corresponding C, D. In this way, you are writing the corresponding parts. You are writing the corresponding parts when the two triangles are congruent, because when two triangles are congruent, the corresponding parts are equal. When two triangles are congruent, we get 6 possible correspondence. What are the 6 possible correspondence? 3 corresponding sides and 3 corresponding angles. So when two triangles are congruent, if we are having two triangles are congruent, we can say that the corresponding 3 sides will be equal and the corresponding 3 angles will be equal. So that we are getting a 6 possible correspondence. Clear? So when the 3 sides and 3 angles are equal, then we say two triangles are congruent. So that's all for today. Hope all of you understood today's class. Try to work out more problems on the concept we learned today. Copy down the notes given and attend the test paper. We'll meet with the next concept in the next video. Thank you.